everybody. My name is Lauren. I'm the teen librarian here at the Scott County Public Library in Georgetown, Kentucky, and I am here today with another craft along video. Today we are going to be DIYing our own stained glass designs. So I have a little sample here that I just put together, and he's kind of falling apart, but it looks kind of cool. So what we need for these crafts are a glass surface, so it can either be like an old photo frame that you're not using, or if you're like me, you have a lot of glass jars around your house, either spaghetti sauce or even a pickle jar, or an old glass cup. Anything like that will work. And then you need school glue, and I'm using the clear glue. I have a lot of it because it's going to give kind of more of a translucent quality to the design that we do. Or if you want to make it a little bit more opaque, you can absolutely use the white glue, but I'm going to do clear glue. This was supposed to be a daisy. He's kind of dripping all over the place, but he still looks kind of cool. He's like an alien flower now. So I'm going to turn him upside down actually over here. And what you need for this is your glue. I have my little mixing cups here for my different colors. And I'm going to use food coloring because, again, it's going to help with that translucent quality. Or if you want to do kind of a more opaque design, you can use paint as well. So I'm going to mix up some colors here. And to get your surfaces ready, you're going to want to clean them really well. So my jar that I'm using today had peaches in it, so once I took the label off, I took some Goo Gone or any sort of sticky removal thing will work, and cleaned off all of that residue, ran it through the dishwasher so it is clean, there's no more peach syrup or anything in it, and that is important because you want your jar or surface to be completely clean because you will not be able to wash it again or you will lose your design completely. So you want to make sure you are clean right out of the gate. And I'm going to be mixing some blue food coloring and red, and maybe get some purple here. Let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, that's going to look cool. So I'm just using little popsicle sticks to mix up the paint or glue before I get started. And you can do however dark of a color you want. I think I'm just going to kind of keep it a little light because I can always go back in and go over it again with a either another application once it's dried, or just go over it with a different color. Now, if you are doing this at home, you might want to have a hairdryer handy and have it on maybe like a really low setting or maybe just a fan, because I just did this one before we started the video, and as you can tell, it's kind of going all over the place, which is cool. But if you want a more kind of traditional stained glass design with the, I think it's the leading between the colors, you'll probably need to kind of set that out ahead of time. So one thing you can do if you have a bottle of glue that you are not attached to is mix what's left of your glue bottle with black acrylic paint and shake it up and mix it really, really well, and then trace your design with that and let it dry before you paint your colors, and that's going to give you that kind of traditional look of the black leading between the colored panels. I am just kind of going to go with it here, though. We are just going to do something a little abstract today. So I'm going to do just a drip stained glass. So I turned my jar upside down, and I'm going to start with purple because I like how that color turned out. And I'm just going to scoop it up here and start kind of drizzling it along the edge, and it is going to take off and go down the jar. So you can see it's kind of just going. And again, once this dries, you can flip it upside down, or right side up, I guess, and have it be like a, you can do makeup brushes in it, you can do paint brushes, it can be your pencil jar for your desk. Just really no, whatever you want a decorative storage option for. But it will probably get a little messy because, as you can tell, it does go pretty quickly. So I'm going to take some blue here and do my next little dollop here and let that run. And if you do want to do a design and do, and I found out the glue when I tried to outline it at home, it kind of spread. It didn't stay in the line that I wanted it to. So another option, if you run into that same problem, is to take just a black paint pen, or maybe even a Sharpie would work, and go ahead and try to paint your design and then outline it with that Sharpie or paint pen afterwards. That might kind of give you the same effect that you are looking for. Oop. I'm dripping on the table, but that's okay because I will clean it up afterwards. So I think since I've got everybody down here, I will go ahead and just kind of do a rainbow color around my jar, because that seems to be what we're going to do today. I could use a rainbow today. So you can also try to take a paintbrush and, ooh, that's okay. See, my colors are intersecting, but that's okay. I like how that looks. So we're not going for traditional stained glass today. We're going to do Scott County stained glass. But yeah, I think this is a neat little craft to kind of give a new life to all of those spaghetti sauce jars, but you do want to make sure that they are clean before you start. So, let me see. Blue, Roy G. Biv, so that would be yellow, which is right here. Okay. So I'm going to rotate, do some yellow. Whoop. I think it'd be pretty cool if you can do like a honeycomb design. You might need to have that one on a flat surface though. That might help with keeping things from rotating and spilling all over the place. Probably should have put a paper plate down. I'll clean it. And this is kind of a cool craft, I think, for teens and adults. But if you have a little one at home who wants to do something similar, you can also take tissue paper, because it's a little translucent, and take small pieces and layer them over a jar, and take either some glue or, whoops, or some Mod Podge. I can't get my Mod Podge open, so I'm just going to take glue and go over that. I'm going to take the purple glue. It's okay. I pulled some books on Frank Lloyd Wright. He's, as some of you probably know, an American architect who used stained glass in a lot of his houses, and one that he's commonly known for is the Falling Water House in Pennsylvania, which is really cool. I've been lucky enough to see it and tour it. And I don't know if you all can see them. I brought some samples of stained glass. So these are some windows that Frank Lloyd Wright designed. They're called the Coonley Playhouse windows. I think I'm saying that right. So he was kind of inspired by like wide open spaces. So as you can see, his windows are very different from the cathedral windows in Europe. So this is I think it's the East Rose window from Notre Dame. And then these are windows from the Sagrada Familia Basilica in Barcelona. And if you all are able to look up pictures of these windows, they're absolutely gorgeous. But even between the two European cathedral windows, there are really, really big differences in how they use the colored glass and the light and everything like that. So I'm making a mess, but that's okay. It's one of my favorite things to do. Okay, so this is kind of, again, what you can do with your little ones if you have tissue paper and glass. Just kind of layer it and smooth the tissue paper over it. If you have something that you can do like a little tea light in, they can make a little candle holder or anything like that. And you can also try, if you have the patience, to do designs, so like flowers or anything like that, and kind of use that method of sticking it on with the glue. Okay, so now we've got my yellow that's made a mess. I'm going to come in with my red that looks more pink, but that's okay. It's still pretty. And I'll let that drip down. And start again with my purple. While that one's going. So if you decide to do kind of like the drip method, I would definitely put like a paper plate or newspaper or something underneath you because it's a little messy. But it does look pretty cool when you get there. I am someone, I like a lot of color saturation, so once this has kind of dried, I might go back in and maybe do another layer of it and try to just get as much color as I can because I like color. So, I'm going to rotate my jar so you all can watch that. And then do my green again. And as you can tell, I'm kind of just globbing it on. If you wanted to do kind of a more controlled picture, you can do paint brushes. You might even be able to use like little droppers. They might work. But that's up to you. So we did green, so now we're back on yellow. I forgot to mix up an orange, but that's okay, because we'll just have yellow and green and they can kind of do their own thing. Now, rotate again. And do more red, or pink, really. And just kind of let that go. Okay. I have glue all over my hands, but that's okay. So, purple, then blue. So, as you guys can probably figure out or see, this will kind of color all over your jar. And depending on how long you leave it flipped over is how long your little glue tracks will go down. That was a hard word to come up with. I'm sorry. And, you know, if you do less glue, your dot might not go down quite as far, or it might go all the way down. So now we're back to where we started with the purple, and as you guys can probably see, or not see, it's kind of disappeared. It's almost spread out. So I'm going to come back with some more purple and let that retrace that. So hopefully we get some more color. But that is our DIY stained glass. A little bit of glue, a little bit of food coloring, and you get a pretty cool little project. I don't have, my other jars are still sticky. I didn't clean them off, but you know, you can also do the tissue paper. Is a fun, quick, easy craft. But yeah, there you go. DIY stained glass with glue and food coloring. So, thanks for joining us today. I hope you guys had fun with this one, and we will see you soon, hopefully. Check out our YouTube channel. We've got a lot of craft videos up there and other programming as well. So check out our website, scottpublib.org, and we'll see you next time.